Are you good men and true?
Yea, or else it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Now give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be, Constable?
Hugh O'Cake, sir, or George Seacole, for they can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Seacole. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favoured man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both wish, Master Constable.
You have. I knew it would be your answer. Well, for your favour, sir, why, give God thanks, and make no boast of it. And for your writing and reading, let that appear when there is no need of such vanity. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the Constable of the Watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name. How if a will not stand? Why then take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave. He will not stand when he is bidden. He's none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. They shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping shall offend. Only have a care that your bills are not stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses, and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not the better answer, you may say that they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office, you may, but I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself for what he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, partner.
And truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then, depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it bays will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. You, constable, if you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, byre lady, that I think I cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on't, with any man that knows the statutes. He may stay him. Marry, not without the prince be willing, for indeed the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offence to stay a man against his will.
Byre lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. Oh, and there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Oh, keep your fellows' counsels and your own. Good night. Come, neighbor. Oh.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed. One more word, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Signor Leonardo's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant, I beseech you.
What, Conrade? Peace, stir not.
Conrade, I say!
Here, man, I am at thy elbow. Mass and my elbow itched. I thought there would be a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer. And now forward thy tale.
Stand thee close, then, under this penthouse, for it drizzles rain, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treasons, masters, stand close. Therefore know I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats. Is it possible that any villainy be so dear? Thou should rather ask if any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will. I wonder at it. That shows thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of a doublet or a hat or a cloak is nothing to a man. Yes, it is apparel. I mean the fashion. Yes, the fashion is the fashion. Tush, I may as well say the fool's the fool. But seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed has been a vile thief this 7 year. Goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name. Didst thou not hear somebody? No, 'twas a maid on the house. Seest thou not, I say, what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily it turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30, sometimes fashioning them like fair soldiers in the Ricci painting, sometime like God Bell's priests in the old church window, sometime like the shaven Hercules and the smirched worm-eaten tapestry, where his codpiece seems as massy as his club. All this I see, and I see that the fashion wears out more apparel than the gentleman. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so, neither. But know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leans me out at her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I should first tell thee how the prince, Claudio, and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don John, saw afar off in the orchard this amiable encounter, and thought they Margaret was Hero? 2 of them did, the prince and Claudio, but the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio enraged.
Swore he would meet her, as he was appointed, next day at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw o'ernight, and send her home without a husband.
We charge you when the prince remains stand!
Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery ever was known in the Commonwealth.
And one deformed. He one of them. I know him. He wears a walk. Masters! Masters!
Oh, you'll be made bring deformed forth, I warrant you.
Masters! Never thief. We charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up of these men's bills.
A commodity in question. I will answer you. Come on, we obey